Hello everybody, welcome to Coco's Crochet. I'm Litsa and today I'm so excited that I found some new colours of my favourite yarn, Spotsaver in Spotlight. So I couldn't wait to get on and share that with you. In case you don't know, I've been trying not to buy as much yarn this year. I think that's a global thing at the moment. All of our yarny friends all around the world are trying their hardest to use their stash. But at times we do need to replenish our stash, and that's what I've done this year. Only when I've really needed to buy some yarn, I've done that. Now, at this point in time, I can tell you I didn't need to buy this yarn, but I just had to because there are new colors, guys, and I don't know if you know about them. And I'm hoping that this is a trend now that will follow with more new colors. I think that possibly because Spotsaver yarn is a Spotlight yarn itself, so it is branded for Spotlight. It is a 4 seasons branding of the yarn as well, which is the same as the Marvel 8 ply. And in the Marvel 8 ply or DK weight yarn, there is a huge range of colors, and that's been the only limitation for me, I feel, over the years with the Spotsaver, that even though they bring out a different shade of a certain color, for example yellow, red or blue, it's still pretty much the same. You can't get the diverse colors that you'd like, or a huge range of colors, I should say. It's just a different dye lot of a particular color, like yellow, let's say. So as you can imagine how excited I was the other day when I walked into Spotlight and I actually found the yarn not only on sale but also colors that I hadn't seen before, like proper different colors, which was amazing. So for those of you that may have just stopped in for the first time today, welcome. I will tell you a little bit about my obsession and love with the Spotsaver yarn, and those of you that have been around for a while, I absolutely love this yarn. The first reason is because it was the first yarn that I used to make my very first make, which is this gorgeous granny square blanket here, and it is bed size, like a queen size bed. And my whole family has loved this blanket. And this is now going on to 5 years old, this blanket, at a very minimum 4.5 years. And why I'm telling you that is that this yarn washes very, very well, dries very, very well. It is a workhorse. So I'll tell you some stats about it before we continue with the colors, because it's very important when we have a yarn that we love that we can actually, be able to make it for ourselves and wash and wear, or, like gift it. And the other person won't be thinking, oh my goodness, I've got to take all this extra care now that I don't ruin this piece of, crochet material, although we still need to take care. So the USA Spotsaver, that's what it was known as, guys. Now it's just known as Spotsaver, by the way. So I'm going to pick up one of my original balls of yarn, and this is so super soft. Some of the colors aren't as soft, I have to say, and I guess it depends on where they're made. So this is the yarn that I'm referring to. Pumpkin is one of my favorite colors. And as you can see, well, you can't, but I'll tell you, you can see it, but you probably don't know that it's a 100% acrylic yarn. It does come in 200 gram balls for the plain colors. And if you've got like a variegated or a striping yarn, or like the ones with little flecks and things in it, it's about 140 grams for the same price. This one here being 200 grams, so the plain colors or the solid colors, they actually come in how many meters? 312 meters, which I guess equates to about 350 yards. I could be off a little bit there. The ball band does tell us to use, or it recommends, a 5mm hook. I usually use a 6mm hook for all my makes. And it is a 10 ply or a number 4 or a worsted weight yarn. So that's what I love about it. The weight of it is perfect. So the very first make that I made was this blanket here, guys. And let me tell you, my family has used this blanket so many times. This is why I know that wash and wear is very easy with it. And then I experimented with a different pattern, which was the ripple blanket or the chevron blanket, and I made like a confetti one, and I absolutely love this blanket, guys. And again, this has been washed and used so often by my family, and the colors haven't faded. I usually wash my pieces in cold water, just like the ball band says. I do put it through a light spin in the washing machine. I have never put it in the dryer though. So it does say, I think, that you can, but I don't. I just line dry it out flat. So, it has stood the test of time, this yarn, and so it should. It is an acrylic yarn after all. And you know, the ball band, what it says, it actually promises. Sorry about that little earthquake. So what does it compare to in other parts of the world? Let me just grab my yarn off the floor. My beautiful pumpkin, I don't want it to fall down again. So if you're in countries where you can get red heart, it is very comparable to the red heart. Now this is the granny square yarn, but I imagine that a lot of the red heart is very similar. This one is actually from overseas. It was gifted to me in Happy Mail, so I do know that this one actually does come from the US, and it is very, very similar in touch and feel to the Spotsaver. Now I think the closest one though is the Hobby Lobby I Love This yarn. I just love how vibrant these colors are, I have to say, in the overseas colors. So I'm hoping that's going to be a trend here for us. And then I do believe that these are the discontinued yarns now, unless you can get them online. I'm sorry, I'm not really up to date with the Joanne yarn, but I think that's Big Twist. And I think this one is, seriously, these two are just as soft as each other. This one does seem to have a bit less in it though, because it is, once again, like the variegated or the striping yarn that I spoke about with us too. Here with the Spotsaver yarns. Like, I'm in Sydney, Australia. I know there are other stores like all around Australia, New Zealand, and I think parts of Asia as well. But this one is very, very comparable as well. So, you know, if you imagine this is what our Spotsaver feels like if you haven't actually got some of your own. So I've got pretty much all the colors behind you that, you know, I've bought over the years, different shades of pinks, blues. I can see them there while I'm talking about them, the greens and the aquas, you know, the blacks and the whites, they stay pretty much the same. Even the natural I found had changed a little bit in color, but I did find some, and I did buy some the other day because there's a particular shade that I love. And the other thing that I love about my Spotsaver yarn is that the knitting machine loves them. So whether you have a Centro or an Addy, it doesn't really matter. These are two hats that I've made recently in there, and you know, I hope it continues with this trend because I don't have any issue putting the Spotsaver through the knitting machine. So that is a big plus for me because it is very readily available to me. It has gone up dramatically in price over the years, guys. So imagine when you get it on sale, you jump on it, right? I wasn't going to buy any more this year because I do have a lot of colors, but these are colors that I did not have and I had to have them. And I absolutely love them. They give me such a 70s vibe. I want to make a blanket for myself right now, but that will just have to wait a little bit. But at least I've got everything I need. I even had to buy a bag because I bought so much. I did not like paying for a bag, but it is what it is now. I've got a great bag in the boot of my car in case there's another great sale. So generally, or normally, the regular price for the ball of 200 grams of Spotsaver, or the 140 grams for the, you know, other styles, the other colors, the variegated and the striping, is $9.50. I think that's a hefty price to pay, but at $6.30, which is what I paid, I thought that it was well worth it. So with the quantity that I bought, I think I saved around $70, which I think is pretty good because I just love these colors. So let's get on to the colors, guys. So the first one that I've got sitting on top here is this gorgeous chocolate color. Oh my gosh, this color has been impossible to find in Spotsaver. I personally have never ever seen it, guys. If you have, let me know. I would be very surprised. But in the Marvel 8-ply, this color is pretty much one of the colors that you can find because the Marvel 8-ply range, as I touched on earlier, has got so many colors. So fingers and toes crossed, guys, that we get the same amount of colors in the Spotsaver as we do in the 8-ply, the Marvel. See here how it's changed the name. This is an old ball band here. And see how the name's changed. There's no USA style in there anymore. I wonder why they've done that because it is very, very similar. So now this yarn here, with the USA style yarns, I should say. So this chocolate here, absolutely love the name, guys. I ended up buying quite a few. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because I do have plans to use it all. Can you imagine some sunflowers made out of this? You know, a sunflower design for a blanket or even a jacket or something. Anyway, I'm just loving the idea that I've got this in my stash, and I was so worried that they wouldn't bring the color back again. That's the thing that always worries me with the Spotsaver. You don't always get the same dye lot or the same color coming back. So how many did I get, guys, here? So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I got 7 of the brown. I'm just going to pop them down here for now. Don't worry, they're all very safe at my feet. And then the other color that I found, oh, I just love this color. It's actually called Heather, but as you can see, it's just a beautiful, beautiful purple. And this color is a color that's very similar in the Marvel 8 ply. I do have different shades of purple, different shades of like a violet color or a lilac color, but not this color. I think this one is just so beautiful. It's just, I think it's my favorite color of all the purples, although I do like a darker purple too. Anyway, so I found this one, and of course I had to jump on it. So I ended up buying 1, 2, 3, 4, I think 6 of these. 4, 5. Oops, I won't be able to hold all of these, guys. And is there one hiding down the bottom? Yes. So I did end up getting 6 of these. They're absolutely gorgeous, right? I absolutely love that color. If I could have, I would have bought more, but I had to fit everything into that one bag. And then the next color that I found, oh my goodness, this one is amazing. So this one is called Grass. Look at this green. Again, this green, I'm sure you can find it in the Marvel 8 ply or DK weight yarn. And this is the new one as well. As you can see, that's all the new ball bands. And these are now made in India. So these are softer than the ones that were made in China. And I do believe that the original ones were made in Turkey. So I think that they're changing the countries that they're bringing it back to us from. And maybe that's why, you know, they're trying to find the softest one with the best dye lots. And I'm wondering now, I should check my Marvel 8 ply yarn if it's actually made in India as well, like the latest balls. So this one here is called Grass. How gorgeous is that? And wait till you see them all together. You're going to love them. Let me pick up one of the little heather so I can put it there. So this one I got 1, 2, 3. I think I got 4. Yes, I ended up getting 4. Aren't they gorgeous? So we've got 4 of those. And then the last one is the one that really baffled me. Now, when you see this color, guys, what do you see? I see burnt orange, but they're calling it pumpkin. I don't know why they're calling it pumpkin, because this one is pumpkin as well. So we have the 2 pumpkins here, guys, but look how different they are. See what I mean about dye lots? Because I love this pumpkin, and I hope they bring this back, because I'm actually down to 2.5 balls only, and I didn't see it when I went on Sunday. But never mind, they're calling this pumpkin now, but to me it's just going to be burnt orange. And I ended up buying 3 of these. So there we go. There's 3 of those. So I'll show you all the colors together. Now tell me if you don't think they don't look gorgeous together, right? And I do have a neutral or a natural color to go with it as well. How pretty is that? And then I did buy, whoops, this one is just called Natural. I have got this yarn, actually it's not the same color, Natural. It's a little bit different, but I did pick it up because I do really like that one. So let's put these all together. Okay, what do you think? Whoops. Oh my gosh. So there's 5 different colors there, and I did get 1, 2, 3, 4 of the Natural. Love them so much, these colors together. Let me pop them back into the bag there. It's collapsed on me. Never mind the noise. And then I bought 1 yellow. Geez, I wish it was this color yellow, not this color yellow, because I'm running out of yellow. Because look at that one. Imagine that one for sunflowers with this. How beautiful would that be? See, it's not just as bright, but who knows what the future brings, guys. But I wanted you to see that we've got these 4 new colors here. Absolutely gorgeous. Not sure if they're in your color palette, but they certainly are mine. Look at those. I absolutely love those. But this chocolate one is insane. I love it so much. I can't wait to start using them. You know, I've got so much on my crochet to-do list, but for now, I had to bring them to you, because if you don't know that they're out there and these are colors that you like, jump on them, guys, because I don't know if they're going to be coming back. That's the dilemma that I face, and sometimes why I bulk buy, because I think, oh my goodness, if they're colors that I love, what if they don't bring them back? Like I said, I would be very sad if this pumpkin here turns into this burnt orange here. I really do think that they should rethink the name of this one and not discontinue this one. So time will tell. So thank you so much for coming to hang out with me today so I can share with you my very exciting news about the different colors. They've renamed the ball bands. They're bringing it out from a different country. I wonder if they're looking at the Marvel 8-ply range and thinking they need to match it, because it is a beautiful yarn and it is what a lot of people would call a workhorse yarn. It is great to have in your yarn stash, and I certainly love it. So once again, I hope you're all keeping well. I hope you've had some crochet time in. I just thought I'd jump on very quickly in the middle of the week, and until I see you all very, very soon, take care everyone. Bye bye for now.